you're just starting out and you're a one-man gang or a one-woman gang and you have no employees and you're just getting started, being surrounded by businesses on the way up, meaning they have 3 employees, 6 employees, maybe 20 employees, it's not only is it encouraging, but there's a technical aspect to that type of business you learn that you never would have learned any other way. So you take steps at a pace faster than you normally would because these people care about you. They have an invested interest in you. The emotional investment is all real, and if you come to one meeting, what you're going to realize is that it's 100% true. People care about you, and they care about your success, and they're genuinely curious about how to refer you. One thing that you'll notice when you walk in this room, and I always joke about this, what I like to say is you have a room full of unemployable people. So you have a room full of chiefs, not a room full of Indians. So it creates an amazing dynamic environment where it's competitive, but it's also supportive. You're surrounded by 100 different professionals of all walks of life. You're challenged to think outside the box. You get different perspective on whatever it is. So for example, I'm a trainer. I talk to a plumber. The plumber talks about how he markets himself. So you think so far beyond the scope of your normal business, it gives you opportunities you never would have imagined. Not to mention you get referrals. So this very same plumber will give me a referral. There are different kinds of referrals. There are inside referrals and there are outside referrals. So an inside referral would be if the plumber in the group used my service personally, we went to the gym, we worked out together. And of course an outside referral would be if he referred me to some of his clients. So we have a community that works together, that refers one another, as well as expanding and sharing our own communities and our own referral base. When I get a referral to someone, I want them to be a trusted person for beyond the reasons that you would refer someone, say, from Angie's List, just because I got good reviews. That's not good enough for me. What I want is I want a personal referral to someone that is trusted within a community. So if that person were, for whatever reason, not to provide a good service, they're held accountable to the community. When you join a group that promises solely public speaking improvement, what you find is you fall a little short. This group teaches public speaking in a more guerrilla fashion. So when you first walk in, you're meeting all these new people who are used to speaking in front of groups. You're kind of expected to rise up to the level. Every member is required to speak at least once a year as part of their presentation cycle. So what happens is you're put in front of the room, you can do a PowerPoint presentation, you can do something ad-lib. There's people who put on even performances. They play musical instruments. It's very loose, it's very fun, but in the end, you get to see it over and over and over again. And eventually it builds up confidence and you basically do something you've never done before. At the end of the meeting, a microphone goes around the room and every single member has an opportunity to give an infomercial, which is basically 20 seconds on how to pitch your business or 20 seconds on how to tell us how to give you referrals. It gives you a sense of confidence and you give it your best shot. And in the end, over a few months, your public speaking improves dramatically. Every member is required to be voted in. So even if you wanted to join, even if you had the best business possible, you don't get to be a member and have member status unless the group feels you're worthy of that. We ask ourselves, is this the kind of professional we trust with our clientele? If they don't do a good job on a referral, well, they're immediately going to be castigated and put into the fire, so to speak. We're going to talk to them about what happened. We have committees that are built in place to make sure that every new member not only is taught on how to treat our clientele, but their expectations. We've all heard the joke that the entrepreneur is the individual that's willing to work 80 hours a week to get out of working 40 hours a week. This group, what it does, it allows you to maximize your 80 hours a week you're putting into your business. At the same time, you're building relationships, you're making friendships, you're making relationships that give you consistent and ongoing referrals. So as an entrepreneur, you get so much value from just being here once a week and then having one lunch per month with your group members. We've developed over the years, and this group is over 20 years old, is a system that, whether we know it or not, helps build personal relationships. And the truth is, when you refer a business, when you refer a friend, it's not because they're the best business or they're most qualified or have the most certificates or the most degrees. It's because you trust them. And you trust them for reasons beyond their education. You trust them on a visceral level. And those are the kind of people, in my feeling, are the ones you want to be around. Power Partners is one of the types of relationships we encourage in a group. So for example, when a new member joins the group, what we think is, hey, let's get this person connected with someone that can give them referrals immediately. So we look for similarly related businesses. So a power partner is a simple way of saying a relationship built within this group that can produce exceptional and more often referrals.